Government contracting jobs is what I'm going to talk about today. If this is your first time watching me, I am Trina Boyd. I'm the founder of Women in Power, which is a nonprofit that helps women in business start, scale. If you are in government contracting or want to get into government contracting, I can help you with that as well. So if you are watching this video and you say, hey, I'm looking for a government contracting job. So me and my husband, we actually have a company that does government contracting on the federal and local level. So I'm going to kind of give you some tips from a actual contractor with the government to let you know where you should be looking for these particular jobs. So I do want to say before I get into that, if you are watching this, I want to invite you to members to apply for membership. I will post a link below if you are a business owner and you say, hey, or if you're working for government contracting jobs and you want to get into um, doing your own thing as far as doing contracts. So you being the actual contractor versus you working for someone, if that's something that you are interested in doing, then I can help you with that with your current job. So if you currently work in administrative, I can show you how to structure your business to where you can actually structure it to where you are a company doing this with the government. You're getting the bigger fish versus you working for someone, if that's you, because some people aren't entrepreneurs, as I've learned, some people aren't business owners and they prefer to work for someone, which is fine. But if you are saying, hey, I'm tired of working for someone and I'm the one with the entrepreneur spirit and I want to be able to get into government contracting, then I highly encourage you to apply for membership. I'll post a link for that. And I also would like for you to comment if you are a small business owner watching this, comment your business below. All right. So let's get into it. So I'm going to be giving you this information from a contractor perspective. So someone who is in the government contracting space and what we do and where we go to actually put jobs out. So that way you will know where to um, apply for these jobs and what we've also seen other federal contractors do as well. So our company is called Chin Consulting, and what we do call center work. We also do, lately, we have been mainly focusing on partnerships and teaming with other companies in order for them to get a benefit of being teamed up with a service disabled veteran small business certification. So if you're looking into teaming, if you're watching this and you want a team, let me know um, in the comments, or I'll post our information for you. But that's mainly what we have been doing is teaming lately. And we will talk about that too if y'all want to learn about that. If you want to learn about teaming, just comment teaming and then we can kind of go into that and I can tell you how that works. And I'll do a video on it. So where do we go? So when we're looking, let's just say we find a contract and it's not, because a lot of times these jobs are not going to be local. So we know that. So we know anytime we're looking at a contract, it's probably not going to, we can search locally, but 9 times out of 10, the contract is going to be in New York or it's going to be somewhere else where there is a VA center, because we do call center. A lot of the contracts that we look at are through the government and they're through the VA, the Veterans Affairs. So a lot of the VAs are the main ones are in New York and stuff like that. So how do we find these people? The government pays us to find people who want to work for the government. A lot of the jobs that you see when you go to the VA or when you go out to the VA, or if you see workers, they're contracted. They're not working directly through the VA. They're not. So with that being said, you're actually working through a company. So, and that's one of the things I'm asked. I say, when I ask people, I say, do you work through the VA? Do you work directly? They say, no, I work for a contracting company. So the website that we go to is called Indeed.com. Indeed is where we were able to post for free. They do charge sometimes, but we don't normally pay anything. But Indeed.com is where we go for those postings of the jobs. That's where we go to see who's bidding on the same job that we're putting out, only because a lot of times we want to see who our competition is and what they may quote the government for, because the government will always go with the lowest bid. Of course, the proposal have to be technically accepted, which means that their proposal have to be prepared a certain way in order for them to be considered. So, but one of the things, the last thing that they consider is the price. So we want to see what they are putting a job out for. So if the job is paying, if they're paying $18 an hour, then we can kind of know, okay, this is what they're going to price their contract at. So we go to the same website they go to, which is Indeed.com, just to see who is putting the job out for the same job that we're putting it out for. This is how we strategize, which I probably should have never said that. That's what we do. Um, so Indeed is where we go. There is some other websites that are out there, because some jobs do require clearances. So we have found some clearances, and this is from a contractor perspective. So if you're trying to look for government contracts, I'm just being real. So the clearance ones, they do ask us to pay a fee. So a lot of times I'm not going to do that. When you're new into the government contracting space, you may feel like you need to pay that fee. But if you are new, don't pay the fee. They charge you like $800 a year, or it's a hefty fee to get workers who have certain security clearances and certain levels of clearances, right? But after doing what I've been doing for over 10 years, which is hiring people, I have learned through that post, when I posted on Indeed, I was able to still get people who had security clearances. So why would I pay a website, you know, thousands of however much they were charging to get people who have clearances? Because Indeed have that. If you go to Indeed.com, they have an option where you can customize what you are looking for. And so when you customize, they'll ask you, hey, do they have to have a certain clearance, and you can put the clearance, it's like different clearances, and you can tap on which one you want to do the clearances, and then that's what we did. And so when I did that, we still got a lot of people apply, like people that we would have to, like, it wasn't like 5 people, it was like a lot of people. So I would not pay a company, right, to actually do that, like, no, because you can go to Indeed for free. So this is our mindset if you are looking for a government contracting job. I don't know if they charge you a fee on the government contract on the clearances website. I don't know the name of the website right now. But if they're charging you to get on the website, I don't feel like it's worth it, because I have seen from experience a lot of contractors who's contracted with the government, like me and others. I have seen them on Indeed too. We on Indeed, and now we've seen a lot of them on Indeed, so it's just like pointless to pay that fee if you are looking for a job. So with that being said, that is my experience. Indeed, I haven't, like, that's just my go-to for jobs. Only because I've tried other job boards and they just was not for me. Plus they charge a fee. Yeah, they charge a fee. That's all I gotta say. But I have been using, so here's my experience. I have been using Indeed for over 10 years. So I haven't had I have had issues. If you decide to pay Indeed, if you decide, I just say don't give me your money. Just stay free as possible. But I have had issues with Indeed when I decided to pay them for more client or more candidates. So I just switched it up, got me another account. But once with this new account that I have, because I've probably had, for each business I've had an account. But for this new account that I have, it actually works out to where I don't have to pay anything. So I think they start trying to charge you is when you start having multiple jobs in different locations. So, and it's out all at once. So you can post a job, like, so for example, like I told y'all, the jobs that we post are not always local, right? So we may have to post a job in New York, we may have to post a job in Georgia, we may have to post a job in North Carolina, or whatever we're posting. So when you start posting multiple jobs in different areas, that's when they start charging you. That's what I have seen. So what we strategically do, we just post one job in one area at one time, or we'll post another job, and it's not all at once. Sometimes we have to do market research and post, before we even get the contract, because sometimes they do want you to have. So just be patient with us. If you are in the government space and you may not get the job, we just may want to just see what's out there. We may say, hey, how many people are actually RNs in this rural area with 30 people, right? So that's sometimes what we're doing. We're, testing out um just to see what's out there, And then sometimes we also have to have them hired before we get the contract, and we got to have the resumes and everything. So that's another thing, just being patient with, if you are applying for a federal contracting job or government contracting job, just being patient with them, keep applying, don't give up. Yeah, because of course, they need the people. It's just, you just got to be patient and make sure you keep applying, be persistent. I will say from the hiring point of view as an employer, is who stands out to me are when they're more persistent, making sure they read the job description, because a lot of times they do, but when they're just reaching out and reach out to me first, that stands out to me. So that's what I like. And then, of course, they have to, if they reach out to me, I'm actually going to their resume first before we say, hey, this is a good fit, so that kind of thing. All right. But that's what I have for you all. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. We talk about the government space. Like I said, if you are interested in starting your own and doing government contracting and you work for someone, make sure you apply for membership at the below link. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of